I'm Vicki Hogarth, and I'm joined today by Kate Johnston and Chantal Audet from the St. Andrews Dog Park Committee, who are launching the St. Andrews Street Cleanup in support of the dog park. Thank you both for being here today.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having us.
Can you tell us a little bit about how this cleanup fundraiser is going to work?
Yeah, so right now we have a little site on the website Pledge It, and we're just doing 1 penny for 1 meter of cleanups in St. Andrews, where we're going to tackle maybe 1 to 2 kilometers per weekend throughout the month of April.
Okay, and so about where will you be cleaning up in town, just for people who are curious?
Yeah, so our first goal is to do Reed Avenue, Mowat Drive, the section of Bar Road between Mowat and Champlain, and then Champlain all the way down to Harriet again.
And how do people, if they're interested in sponsoring people who are partaking in the cleanup, how exactly does it work? Is there a cap on how much you could sponsor?
So there's no cap at all. So anyone who's interested in supporting this project, we would encourage you to find us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page called the St. Andrews Dog Park Project, where we post about all of our different fundraising activities. And the committee we really appreciate, Chantal has really taken on this cleanup project and has done all the planning for where we're going to be in town. And so you're going to be able to go on there and make a pledge of sort of any amount that you would like. You can make a flat amount, or you can do a per meter cleanup. So we just really, it's such a great time of year. The snow is melting away. You can see all of the garbage and things that's left over the winter time. So we really wanted to do our part to help clean up the town and see if people would help support us in that and help raise money for the dog park.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised as word gets out if you get suggestions from donors on maybe where you could go. Is that a possibility too?
Oh yeah,
that's a great question.
Something we're open to. I mean, it's definitely something we're open to. At the moment, I've just really had ideas with when I walk my own dog to see where I find garbage. So definitely if there's some areas of town that have more Tim Hortons cups or cans than other ones, we'll be happy to help out there.
And we'd also say too that we are going to be sort of organizing specific events happening on the weekends, and if anyone out there really wants to join us, again, there's information on how to reach us on our Facebook page. Okay. I suppose if anyone, I don't know if we can be hired out to do a private home cleanup. That's a separate project, fundraiser.
Separate fundraiser. But we're happy to take suggestions if anyone has a particular street or something in town where they think that it could use it.
Yeah.
Now, how many people are partaking in this cleanup as part of the fundraiser?
At the moment, there's 5 of us on the dog park committee that are volunteering, and people off the dog park committee, as well as at least 6 international students that are helping out with us.
Wow. Now, I know there's a lot of active people in St. Andrews who do daily walks. Could they get involved and help out as well? Is there a possibility? Do you need more volunteers?
I think we're pretty well set with volunteers, but I mean, the more the merrier when it comes to helping out, because then we could tackle even more parts of St. Andrews if it comes to it.
And I was going to say as well, because we really appreciate, the town of St. Andrews, of course, who are our partners for building the dog park, are being so helpful, providing us with some equipment for picking up. We're doing weekly garbage drop-offs for them to handle the items that we do collect. So yeah, I mean, if anyone is, we would love to hear about it if people are going to participate in the spring cleanup their own selves, like by themselves. But if they want to come and participate in our group effort, because everything's more fun if you do it in a group, then they can reach out to us, and we'd love to involve them.
And this has been a real labor of love for the Dog Park Committee. Can you tell everyone a little bit about, for those people who might not know the full backstory, where the location of the future dog park will be, and how long you've been going at this and making this a reality?
Yeah, I mean, I think, so we're basically coming up to a year of really our group really working on this. We kind of came together in early 2022 to work on, because really, as everyone here on this couch is a dog owner, there's no safe fenced area that dogs are permitted to run and to exercise in town. So a group of us got together. We successfully made a proposal to council in June of last year. And we're very excited to be working with the staff of the town for the proposed location, which is in a wooded area behind the sports field. Again, if anyone wants to know more information about this, you can just find us on Facebook. We have a lot of information there about the proposed location. And so our group now is working away at fundraising 50% of the costs, and the town is being very kind in supporting the other 50% of those construction costs. We are working really hard in various avenues fundraising for this, doing special events like what we're talking about here. as well as reaching out through grants and community foundations and doing sponsorships through businesses. We do have another fundraising event this spring coming up that's in partnership with Paddlefest. There's going to be a dog walk around the point in St. Andrews that you can support through donations, and our partners, Docs on the Bay, have produced bandanas that you can purchase for your dog that you've participated in this walk, and all the proceeds from that event are going to go to support the dog park. So we really appreciate Paddlefest, Honeybeans, and Docs on the Bay for their support as well. So,
what have been to date some of your most successful fundraisers?
Oh, that's a good question. We've done so many different things. In the latter half of 2022, we had a trivia night that was supported by the St. Andrews Brewery. We had an online auction that was run by a couple of our committee members with great support from the businesses in town. We were very generously, the Kiwanis Foundation donated $5,000 to our cause.
And sold tickets for the tall ship.
We did, yeah. We participated in selling tickets for the visit of the tall ship. So it's been a real labor of love for a lot of people and a lot of small contributions, which is exactly how we want to be able to raise money for this, what we think is an important project. And all those donations are being gathered by the town of St. Andrews. So if anyone is interested in just giving a donation to the dog park, you can do that by contacting the town, or again, finding us on Facebook, because we have instructions on how to do that as well.
What do you think having a dog park, for especially people who maybe don't have dogs and aren't as familiar, what do you think a dog park would add to the community?
I don't know if you have thoughts on that too, Chantal, but I think that a dog park is of a great benefit to everyone who lives in town, even if you don't have a dog, because it's a safe place for a dog to exercise. I have a young dog myself who really needs to run, and so if there's a safe place for me to do that, then it's less likely that I will have an encounter with someone who maybe is afraid of dogs on one of the beaches or on one of the trails. Having a well-exercised dog makes for a calm and quiet dog. So if perhaps you're my neighbor, then you wouldn't, my dog is an extremely good neighbor because he gets tons of exercise. And it's such a great amenity for the town, for people with low mobility to be able to exercise their dogs, an amenity for people who are visiting here, summer residents, or people who are just visiting for the weekend. Having a safe place to exercise your dog, it's something that's a real asset to a town, whether or not you have a dog or not. So
I know my dog Maud, in summer we go to the beaches because having those off-leash opportunities are really great. They do run it all off, it seems. So the dog park would be just an off-leash opportunity too. That would be 12 months of the year? Is that the
goal?
Definitely.
Our hope would be absolutely that we would be able to make use of it 12 months of the year, any weather. Of course, as you know, when it's bad weather outside, who do you see outside? You see your dog walkers.
It's how I've definitely made most of my friends, I think, in the community. When will we see the project come to fruition? Is there a date in mind for when we can hopefully see the dog park be a reality?
Yeah, we are working hard. Our committee is working really hard on our portion of the 50% of the construction costs. Our goal really would be to work as hard as we can to complete that. I know that if we're able to complete that sort of by the autumn of this year, then we will be in a good place to have a conversation with the town about possibly including it in the 2024 construction calendar. And so we are just really asking for the public's support in raising money for this project so that we can sort of proceed to the next step and start to look at the actual construction of it.
Okay, and I want to remind people at home once again about the cleanup and how to get involved. So Chantal, tell us once again, if someone's watching right now, what is the best way to sponsor the volunteers who are out to clean up all of April in St. Andrews?
So yeah, if somebody wants to sponsor any of this, they can just go on the Facebook page and click the link, and it will bring you to a page where you can choose how much you want to donate, which is either flat fees, so $25 all the way up to a couple hundred, I think, or even just 1 cent per meter if you want to do it on a merit-based system.
Okay, thank you both for being here today and telling us more about the dog park.
Great, thank you.
My guests today have been Kate Johnston and Chantal Audet from the St. Andrews Dog Park Committee. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Thanks for watching.